Hello world, it is Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023, and looking out the window at Defiance, it's kind of an overcast, rainy day. I think it's going to be that way for most of the morning. Rain stopping somewhere around noon, but high is 60 something degrees. It's supposed to be a record high for January. Just isn't right. The devotion for today is entitled The Little Light of God. This Little Light of God is written by Liz Miller. And Liz bases the devotion upon Luke chapter 8 verses 16, New Revised Standard Version. No one, after lighting a lamp, hides it under a jar, or puts it under a bed, or puts it on a lampstand, so that those who enter may see the light. And Liz writes, every sermon I have ever heard or preached about letting your light shine was embedded with a set of instructions calling the listener to figure out their gifts, put them to good use in the world, and shine as bright as they can. There's nothing wrong with that message once in a while, but a lifetime of my favorite biblical metaphor telling me to go, do, shine makes me feel like I'm a 40-watt bulb shining in a 100-watt world. I worry that I won't live up to the gifts I've been given, or that trying to have the brightest light will make me burn out. Will I still be loved if I push the dimmer switch on my lamp once in a while and unplug from the world? The part all those well-meaning calls to action miss is that it's not my light or your light. It's God's light. What a relief for all those times when my bulb threatens to come loose from its socket. How easy to forget that God is our source of energy. I know God is strong enough that even if my bulb is a little dull or in need of changing, God's light will find a way to shine. And Liz's prayer. Hey God, remember that time your light found its way through a tiny baby in Bethlehem? May it find its way through me too. Amen. This devotion makes me think of a couple of different things. One is the importance of taking the time to refill your spirit, to refill your energy, because if you're constantly giving, and never take the time to replenish, eventually you'll not have anything left to give, and you will burn out like a burned out light bulb and unable to shine. There has to be balance in your life, and I think God knows that, and God wants that for us, to have balance in our lives. So yes, you do some hard work, but also take time to replenish, to refill with the Spirit so that you have something to give. The devotion also reminds me of a friend of mine who is a former evangelical pastor who said that when he was pastoring, it was so consuming, it actually consumed him physically to the detriment of his health and even his marriage. He's no longer a pastor, and he is much happier in a way. I don't feel that way as a progressive pastor, but I can certainly see the attraction to putting more than your whole self into the job of ministering. And I know it's important to find balance in life. But I also know that some personalities can also be driven by guilt and can feel that if they're not giving 150%, they're not giving enough. And I don't think that God wants that for anyone. Again, I think God wants balance. We also have to enjoy this life as well. Well, I hope you have a good day. I hope you stay dry, and I hope to talk to you again tomorrow.